Well, howdy tubers. Well, I just called my friend Les. He was training somebody on a tram, and he just went by here, and he seen me on the phone, but he's working, so I won't be able to see him at least maybe before we leave. But they got Bearcat sitting here, and I don't think I've ever videoed a Bearcat. But the Bearcat, what I've always been fascinated about a Bearcat is this landing gear. See that this top portion goes this way up into there, and then of course then the gear leg folds over that and up into the well. That's so they did that because if they would have put that gear leg way out here, would have been a lot of stress on the wing. So they just moved it in and did that. I've always been fascinated. Well, of course I told you that I'm fascinated by retractable gear anyway. Especially birds. Don't believe that. So we'll just get a Bearcat video. I like looking at mechanisms. Okay, so that's that square tube just slides down this, and then it could be a multiplier in there or run 1-to-1, and then once the wing folds down, well then that, well I guess then that twist to work the aileron is what I'm guessing. But I like that. I'm fascinated by mechanics or mechanical things. Was a little bitty pin there. Well, of course they not doing the whole wing, just that much of it. And then that would be the main one, I guess. And well, fabric covered ailerons, fabric covered flaps. I didn't think the flaps would be. There's your proof. And yeah, there's some spot welds in there. Yeah, and there it looks like spot welds there. And I've got to go look at a Corsair because that's what I've heard on them, that it's a spot welded fuselage. I mean, there are at these seams, I think that looks like those might be rivets, but they did too good a job with their paint job. And fabric covered elevators and rudder. And that's what's always got me, how Corsair's got this great big rudder on there, and this got a little bitty tiny rudder. And don't look like the vertical fin is offset from center like on a Tailorcraft. Well, wait a minute now. Well, this don't have that mechanism here. Oh, okay. Well, it's this here. This here is the push rod for the aileron. So that other must have been, well, that's got a trim tab there. Maybe that's a ground adjustable one. Yeah. Or it's a boost tab. Well, it can't be a boost tab there. So, anyways, well then there's the aileron horn would be right there. I have to go look at the other side then, because I'm sure it had that. And I just figured that was part of the lifting mechanism. Big old paddle blade. Big old paddle. Well, the engine sits back in there a ways. At least a foot. So you modelers, if you're putting your engines in there way up front, that's not right. Okay, here we'll check this out again. Okay, yeah. Then that's probably for the trim tab on this side. And then that's the push rod for the aileron. Alrighty, well there's a Bearcat walk around. There you go. God bless.